Welcome, everybody. My name is Danyel Reiche, and I'm going to talk today to Amal Mohamed Saleh about her career in women's basketball and Qatar's role in lifting the discriminatory hijab ban in international games. Amal is a 3x3 basketball referee licensed by FIBA, the International Basketball Federation. She has played 16 years for the national women's 5x5 team. She holds a bachelor degree in sports sciences from Qatar University and a master's degree from Hamad bin Khalifa University, our neighbors here in Education City, in sports management. She's also working as a consultant for the Omani Basketball Federation and, together with her husband, runs a sports academy in Muscat. Hi, Amal.
Hi, Daniel. How are you? How are you doing?
I'm very well. So in 2017, the International Basketball Federation finally lifted its ban on playing international basketball with a hijab. So Qatari women played a role in this process. So let's start discussing with what happened at the 2014 Asian Games in South Korea, where you were the captain of the team and you and your teammates had already entered the court and got ready to play Mongolia. Can you tell us what happened then?
Suddenly, they tell us that the ladies who's wearing hijab, they cannot play. So we ask why. They said because this is a rule from the FIBA. The rule is saying that you have to wear only something like 5 centi here until that, but the other heads should not be covered. They said you have to remove the hijab, the long sleeveless and everything is fine, but the problem is with the hijab. So after that, we asked why, where is the problem? They said, we don't know, but this is the rule. We ask, okay, the rule can be changed because we cannot go higher. After we go to the GCC and Arab Games, we have to go higher to the Asian, after that the World Cup. But the problem, we cannot go higher or a professional way in that level.
So you could play in hijab at the GCC Games, you could play in hijab at the Arab Games, and then the problem occurred at the Asian Games?
Yes.
Where the reason was given that those games have to happen according to FIBA rules. And the FIBA rules were no hijab is allowed. So no reasons were given to you at this occasion. Did you later learn about reasons what is so bad about playing with hijab?
Yeah, we asked the FIBA, the ministry there and all, we asked them what is the problem with that rule. Maybe we said maybe they don't know about hijab or something like this, but we have to discuss with them, convince them why they're refusing the hijab, because there is a plenty of females related in the Asia, especially in the Asia, they're wearing, most of them, they are Muslims and wearing hijab. So we cannot go higher, as I mentioned before. So they said, no, maybe there is a problem or something like that. But we think from Qatar and other girls from other countries, they say, no, they never see it, how to play with hijab. That's all.
And could you explain why it's no problem at all to play with hijab?
Yeah, because we compare our game to the basketball to the other game who has a little bit harder, like football, handball, jiu-jitsu, judo. That's games, it's need like you have to hold them and going, or even though taekwondo, you have to hold them and grab them to the down. Okay, that one is grabbing also. But in our basketball, in each touch, it's a foul. So where is the problem, or where is the harm that happened to the basketball? They said, no one speak with us in related to the hijab, that basketball is making harm for them.
So this debate on doing sports with hijab did not just occur in FIBA, although FIBA was one of the last who lifted the ban. So the debate was also happening in FIFA, for example. So what's your view on maybe people from Western country who are not much exposed to Muslim culture? Why is it important for women like you to play sport with hijab?
Because when you see like other countries, like the strong countries like Egypt, Moroccan, when they're choosing the girl, they're only choosing the girl who's not wearing hijab. And related to the Gulf, also same thing. They try to choosing the girls who are not wearing hijab. But you have a candidate or a player with a professional way they wearing hijab. That people they gonna exclude them from the national team. But we have a right to play with the hijab. Okay, you have to see my playing, my sport, what I am doing, not about my religion or what I am wearing from the hijab. If there any harm or you have an incident before it's happened, we can discuss related to, but there is no incidents happening. So that was is making us a confusion with us and ladies who was excluded from the national team. They asking why I am excluded because from my hijab, but this is not related to the religion. It's related to sport, and sport, you know, don't have any religion. All of the religions they play in sports.
So when preparing for our conversation, I found out that the motto of the 2014 Asian Games was "Diversity shines here," which is kind of ironic, given what happened then with your team. So after the Asian Games 2014, FIBA allow hijab and right to wear became trending hashtags. And there was a campaign to lift the ban. Can you tell us about the campaign to lift the hijab ban in international basketball?
Yeah, after the 2014, that what happened to us, like we didn't play any game related to the Asian Games. We returned back to Qatar. We start doing like a campaign. A lot of people from all other around of the world, they come and support us. And they said we have to improve for them through the campaign that hijab is not harming any lady who's playing basketball. So we did in around 3 years, we go around all of the countries like France, US, Turkey, even in the Gulf, and we support each other. There is also like a famous players like LeBron James and Ittihad Mohamed who that support us in hashtag in Twitter related to this sport. They said, no, let them play and show us because the ladies with the hijab, they cannot show how they can play because most of them, there was excluded. Now, thank God, after 3 years with these campaigns, they changed the rule and the FIBA also, they came to Qatar and they see it. And that one, the support it was from the Highness Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad and the Highness also Sheikh Saud Al Thani, also the Highness of the Sheikh Moza, and supported from the Women Committee.
Yeah, so finally in 2017, the ban was lifted. So when we talk about obstacles for women's basketball in Qatar, in the Middle East, then this ban of the hijab was an external obstacle, but there are also internal barriers for women's sport, which you have studied because in your master's thesis, you were investigating the low participation of female athletes from the Gulf in the Olympic Games. Could you give us some insights? So how did you conduct your research and what were the main results of your work?
Yeah, it's not like they are not participated in the Olympic. No, the number of the medals, even the number of the medals, there is no medals related to the GCC. They go not to participate, but they don't have any medals related of the kind of the camps they going, the kind of the tournament that they playing. Even for us, like a GCC who playing in basketball, we're not going higher related also to the hijab. So you sometimes you're playing with these girls or others. You cannot play with France. You can say with the US. You don't have any campaign related to that. So I started doing this one, and we wanted to know if it's not even basketball in all games, why we are not taking the GCC girls or Arab girls going to other countries like Western there, American, UK, Portuguese to play with and to see how they can play and understand the dynamic of playing of any sports. And that from that competing, we can go to playing in the Olympic, and at least we having one of or three of medals.
Yeah, so the focus was lack of success, not lack in participation. So can you tell us something about cultural barriers? Is this like something that was an important finding of your work?
The finding, when I found the result, all of them is they have the same barrier. It's only family support, governmental support, even you have supporting from the duty that they're doing, because you know the ladies in here, they are full time. Instead of, if you compare it to the men's basketball, they are having the full time, but the women, they have no part time. They do like the basketball for them. It's like a hobby. We say no, this is not a hobby. It's a job. it's a playing. It's like something professional way. So that comparison, it's I found it in all GCC, and we wanted to have at least a solution of that, to put the sport for ladies. It's a manner of number one for them, instead of having anything else.
Mm-hmm. So the lifting of the ban allowed you and also another Qatari woman, Ala Soliman, to become FIBA licensed referees.
Right.
How did you get the idea to become a referee?
Actually, because they said even if you're wearing a hijab, you will not become like a referee license. We ask, okay, if you are, I am playing basketball, okay, we understand that one. But if I am a referee, even then, where is the damage related to hijab? They surprised, they said, no one asked us this question. Okay, so the referee also, she don't have to wear a hijab also. They said, this is the rule, but she's not playing. Who put this rule? Maybe the rule is very old and it's a time to change it. They said that we have to start working on. After 2017, I was a referee from since 2008. After 2017, they start sending me and to take the license FIBA with hijab. I was there, the only ladies who were there, and the other one Jordanian also. I remember now, the one Jordanian also, she was wearing hijab. She had the opportunity to go with me and have the license in 5-on-5 or 3x3.
Yeah, so since 2008, you were refereeing local matches, and then getting the license also allowed you to become a referee in international matches. So we talked about barriers, and you pointed out there the support from families, from government, but also this difference between male and female sport, that the one is more hobby and the other is turning into a profession. But how important is it also that women take roles such as refereeing and coaching to motivate girls to play basketball?
After this changing happened, that it was a big change since the FIBA started playing basketball with no hijab. That changing, it helped a lot of ladies to become a coach and give them a time to study and travel all around the world and see the difference now. After we go out from Arab, now we go to the Asian, and we're thinking to go to US and see there also. That barrier, it helped us to, like you should saying, you open your more eyes and give you time to be coach, be at least even a management or a manager to the sport, and it's becoming from the local. It's not really necessary to bring someone from outside if they give them a good education, good travel, and good awareness related to sport.
So you have been all your life an athlete, you're now a referee, you're operating a sports academy. What has basketball meant for your life, and how did it help you in general in your professional development?
Basketball, it's not only the basketball, the kind of sport that I was doing also. The sport is to give me a time, if you're seeing the aging and understanding the people, different category, different nations, different people who's doing the sport, even if they're young. If you started with you're young until you grown up, you will see that you can talk to sport. Thank God, even when I get married to my husband, he's a master in martial art and a doctor in mental sport. That helped me now to improve myself and go higher to community sport. Now I'm dealing with the people. It's not only the Olympic. The sport give me a time to study also the people and prepare my PhD related to sport and disease and how we can deal it with the sport and helping this sport community.
So finally, Qatar is hosting the 2027 Men's Basketball World Cup. What legacy do you hope the tournament will have for the country, but also for women's basketball?
I hope that to see our ladies still playing basketball and doing well in World Cup. This is the first thing. Second thing, I wanted to see also all my friends became a referee, even in table or in the ground, and see one of the ladies 5-on-5 who can whistle in World Cup related to 5-on-5 basketball.
Yeah, that would be awesome. It's the 2022 FIFA Soccer World Cup. We also had for the first time women's referees. So let's see whether we will also have a female representation amongst referees in 2027. Thank you, Amal, very much for talking to me. And I think this is very, very important that FIBA lifted the hijab ban, and the sport of basketball finally became more inclusive and makes it easier now for everyone to
Yeah.
play basketball. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Danyel, to have opportunity to talk about the ban, because it was a long time and it happened.